Day 5 of Black History Month, and today's spotlight is on Bass Reeves. The mustache game alone sets him apart. Bass Reeves was the real Lone Ranger. He captured over 3,000 outlaws during his career as the very first African American U.S. Marshal in the western part of the United States. Born in Texas in the 1830s, Bass Reeves was born into enslavement. During the Civil War, the person who owned him decided to go fight on the side of the Confederacy and took Bass with him. Seizing the opportunity, Bass made an escape and ran to hide in the Indian colonization zone that we now know as Oklahoma. While there, Bass was very respectful of the Native American cultures of the folks who had been relocated to that area. And as a result, he was privy to lots of information that would help him later in life. The natives taught him multiple languages. They taught them their customs. They taught him how to hunt properly and how to track properly. And they gave him experience with many different types of firearms, which is something that can be very useful in the West. When the war ended, Bass returned to the eastern part of the United States and settled in Arkansas. He started up a farm, got married, and had several children. But the West had a problem with people who like to break the law and then hide in native territory. U.S. Marshals would try to track them down, but they didn't know the land, and the natives weren't super happy about having them there, so things did not work out super well for those folks. However, one of them remembered that they heard Bass kind of bragging about how well he knew the territory and speaking in one of the 6 native languages he knew. And so this Marshal was like, hey, you want to help us out a little bit? The price was right, and so Bass agreed to help. After several years of service, he was inducted into the U.S. Marshals and is believed to be the first U.S. Marshal west of the Mississippi River. He was known to be one of the most determined and most successful bounty hunters in the West. He captured over 3,000 outlaws during his career and was known to be one of the bravest of the lawmen in the West. Reeves said, "The law ain't perfect, but it's the only one we got, and without it, we've got nothing." He understood that America had room to grow and to improve, and he understood that the values that we hold dear are worth protecting.